Okay, hi and welcome back. Today I'm going to take you through a de-stress quickie. We'll go into a meditation with some breath work, really easy stuff, and then we'll do one restorative pose next to a wall. So you will need a wall. If you don't have a wall, then try to find one. And optional, something to sit on. I like to have my hips elevated when I meditate and do breath work. So it can be a bolster or a set of pillows or something. So I want you to now start by just taking time to come into a seat. Let's go there together. If you have one of these more bulky bolsters at home, you might need to wiggle around, press it down with your bum a few times to get it nice. Sometimes it's a little bit too high for me. And then once you have found that nice foundation of a seat, either cross-legged or on the knees, you can just start by observing the space that you're in. So eyes can softly close and reopen. You can look around the space. And you're probably here because you feel a little bit anxious or stressed. So I want you to just observe your surroundings and notice if you feel safe where you're at. If you don't feel safe, that's also okay. Just keep on looking around. You can even turn the head. And you might start to notice the response that the body has to the surroundings. And then when it comes in organically, when you do feel okay with closing down the eyes, you can do so. Otherwise, you could even keep them open for this one. So be very gentle with yourself. And start to move your awareness to a place in the body where you feel weight, that carries weight. So it could be your sitting bones, your bum, or your hands against the thighs. But I want you to pick one place and really focus on that felt sense of grounding and weight. And as much as you're giving this weight into the surface or body part underneath it, there's also this anti-gravity that spirals up. So weight and space together. And let any extra sounds from a neighbor or your family in the same room or room next to you be a part of this. So the greatest practice is to stay aware, even when there's a shitstorm around you, to anchor into one point of weight and to observe the surroundings at the same time. And this requires quite a lot from the brain and from you. So if you lose the awareness and you start to think of something else, just bring it back gently. And then with the next exhale, just let go of this. Let go of this practice and start to observe your breath. And we'll go into tantric breathing, my personal favorite. So very simply, you inhale and you pour, not even with control, you just observe how the breath moves down. As you inhale, it enters, moves down, fills you up. And the exhale empties and moves up and out. Inhale, moves down. Exhale, moves up. And you could even think to yourself, inhale down, exhale up. You might even follow with the mind's eye a spark of light moving down the spine towards the tail as you inhale. And as you exhale, it moves back up along the spine towards the crown of the head. Stops there and turns around as you inhale, again grounding you down, moves down the spine to tail. As you exhale, the spark of light spirals back up the spine towards the top of your skull. Continue with this breathing and pouring and moving the breath very organically down and up. And sometimes we're taught to do this the other way around. So inhale up and exhale down, but today just do it this way around. So inhale moves down. Exhale moves up. And you could stay with this just awareness in the body here. If you want to make it bigger, allow the inhale to move down the spine to the tip of the tail and then into earth underneath you, out through the building that you're in and into the earth, maybe to the center of the planet. And the exhale runs back up into the spine, towards the crown, and out through the crown into space, maybe even to the sun, the core of the solar system. Inhaling it back down through the spine into earth, grounds you, connects you to this physical plane of earth. And as you exhale, it moves back to the universal mind, solar system above you. Few more rounds like this, or just in the body. Allow this breath pattern to be the biggest support for you right now. Inhaling down the spine into earth, to the center of earth. Exhaling back up the spine, out through the crown of the head to the center of solar system, sun. So you're this bridge between these two. Let the next inhale stay within the body if you're moving outside of your body. So inhale moves down the spine towards the tail. And exhaling back to the crown of the head, making it smaller again. Stay with the body now, inhaling down. Exhale back up. And drop this and just observe now your diaphragm. So this beautiful, it's like a sail. My teacher calls it, or refers to it as this sail. And feel or sense into it. It's just below your lungs. Can you feel your diaphragm? And how does it move? And then after your next round of breath, you can let that go. Or just release the technique and come back to your organic breath. Bring your mind back to a place of weight in the body. And when you are ready, you can start to blink your eyes back open. Allow light back in. Have a gentle look around the room. And then when you are ready, we'll move to the wall and we're going to do the legs up the wall. You've probably done it, maybe, especially if you have practiced with me in real life. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn to face the wall. And I like to bend my knees first, and first wiggle my bum as close to the wall as possible, then come down to the spine, and then bring the legs up. And so here, if your bum is quite far away, like I am right now, you can't probably see how close I am. I use my elbow, so I elbow the floor, and then I wiggle myself closer. And that helps. A few wiggles to get there, usually required. And I want you to just make sure that you're not overextending the knee joints. So knees can be a little bit soft, and then arms can either be out wide or on your belly. Just finding the most comfortable place. Final rest to earth, home to the body. And so now you can start to wiggle your toes gently. You can walk your feet back down and hug your knees to your chest for a moment. I like to keep my foot soles on the wall for this one. And then gently compress into the wall and roll over to one side. Doesn't have to be any pretty rolls to the side, but just finding your side again. And if you need to stretch your legs, you do that. When you're ready, you can come back up to be seated. Take a moment to just reflect back on how you're feeling now, how your nervous system is feeling now. And I want you to seal this practice in your own way. It can be by closing down the eyes and bowing your brain down to heart, or in any which way that supports you right now. Find an ending to this. When you're ready, coming fully back to where you're at and continuing your day or morning or evening. Big and thank you for joining in. I'll see you soon again.